What if I told you that the Los Angeles Lakers may be closer than ever to solving one of their biggest roster holes, and it all centers around, well, a center? That's right. Rumors are heating up, phones are ringing in the front office, and Rob Pelinka just might be pulling the strings on a move that could change the Lakers' interior presence heading into the new season. The question on everyone's mind, is a big-time trade for a center already in the works? And if so, who's on the move, and what does it mean for the future of the purple and gold? Stick around, because what's happening behind the scenes could have massive implications for the upcoming season and beyond. Welcome back to the channel, your ultimate source for all things Lakers. If you've been watching the games, following the rotations, or just looking at the team's depth chart lately, then you know one thing is painfully clear: the Lakers need help at the center position. With Anthony Davis often forced to carry the entire defensive load in the paint, and limited options behind him, is walking a tightrope when it comes to rim protection, rebounding, and physicality. Yes, Jackson Hayes brings energy, and yes, Christian Wood has offensive flashes, but consistency, health, and reliability are major concerns. And now, according to several NBA insiders and league sources, the Lakers are exploring trade options to bring in a legitimate, impactful big man to anchor the middle, possibly even before the season kicks into high gear. Let's break this down. The Lakers roster as currently constructed lacks that traditional bruising center who can control the paint, set hard screens, grab key rebounds, and block shots without fouling out in the first quarter. And while the league is trending toward versatility in positionless basketball, every contender needs at least one reliable big who can hold down the paint, especially when playoff time comes around and half-court defense becomes a war zone. Just look at what Nikola Jokic did to the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. Or what players like Rudy Gobert, Brook Lopez, and Bam Adebayo bring to their teams. The Lakers know this. They've seen the consequences of not having enough depth at the 5. And now, it seems like they're ready to make a move. So who are the Lakers targeting? One name that continues to pop up is Andre Drummond. Yes, he's a familiar face. He had a stint with back in 2021, and while it was far from perfect, his recent play with Chicago has shown he still has plenty left in the tank. He's one of the best rebounders in the league, he knows how to clog the lane, and his contract is manageable. Another intriguing option is Daniel Gafford of the Washington Wizards, young, athletic, and disruptive at the rim. Gafford brings energy, lob-catching ability, and interior defense. Then there's the possibility of going big with someone like Clint Capella from the Hawks, who has playoff experience, is a strong rebounder, and could slot in immediately next to AD in certain lineups without compromising spacing too much. There's also been whisperings about veteran names like Jonas Valanciunas and even Mitchell Robinson if the Knicks decide to shake things up. Both offer size and a strong paint presence, although their contracts and fit within the Lakers' fast-paced offense would need to be carefully evaluated. The front office is reportedly weighing all these possibilities, balancing the trade cost, salary cap implications, and locker room chemistry. But one thing is clear: a move is on the horizon, and it might be sooner than later. Now, you might be wondering, why not just stick with what they've got? Why not give more minutes to Hayes or Wood? Well, here's the issue. While Jackson Hayes has athletic tools and bounce, he's still prone to defensive lapses and foul trouble. Christian Wood, on the other hand, offers scoring, but his defensive awareness and rebounding aren't strong enough to anchor a second unit, let alone start. AD has repeatedly made it known that he prefers playing the 4, and forcing him to play center for 35 minutes a night during the regular season is a recipe for fatigue and injury. The Lakers learned this the hard way last year, and it cost them down the stretch. Another key point: this isn't just about defense. It's about preserving Anthony Davis. It's about giving LeBron James the interior help he needs so he doesn't have to crash the boards or protect the rim like he's 28 years old. It's about playoff matchups when teams like the Nuggets, Wolves, and Kings bring out their bigs. The Lakers need to have a counter. Someone who can absorb fouls, contest shots at the rim, and take pressure off the stars. The Lakers want to be able to mix and match lineups, go small when needed but also go big when the situation calls for it. That kind of versatility can make or break a postseason run. Now let's talk about what the Lakers might have to give up. Obviously, they don't want to part with core pieces like Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, or D'Angelo Russell unless the return is massive. But there's a chance they could use expiring contracts, second-round picks, or young prospects like Max Christie or Jalen Hood-Schifino to sweeten the deal. Teams looking to offload bigs are often in some form of rebuild, so draft capital could be key. It all comes down to how aggressive the Lakers are willing to be and how urgent they view the need for a center. If the Lakers can pull off a trade for a legitimate, rim-protecting big man without gutting the rotation or giving up too much future capital, this could be the move that balances the roster and makes them a true title contender again. The Western Conference is brutal and small mistakes in roster construction can lead to huge consequences. Just ask last year's team. But Pelinka and company know what's at stake. LeBron isn't going to play forever. AD's prime is now. The time to act is now. So, Lakers fans, what do you think? Is a trade for a center the missing piece? Which big man would you want to see in a Lakers uniform? And what would you be willing to give up to make it happen? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm diving in and responding to as many as I can. And don't forget, hit that like button if you believe the Lakers need to go all in this season. Smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a breaking update, trade alert, or in-depth Lakers breakdown. Big moves could be coming and we'll be here to cover it all. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Lakers!